Okay, so I'm going to cut to the chase now. Basically, I've got a rusty petrol tank for an old BSA Bantam. Tried white vinegar to try and clean the rust out. It does work well, but it is acidic, so I'm trying a new thing called Electrolysis. So what I've done, I bought these from a hardware store, $2.99, put in about half the bag of it, something like that. Filled the petrol tank up with hot water, not boiling water, just like hot water from the hot tap. And then I've put an anode in this bit here, which is just a bent bolt, really. Just a bent bolt. It's all insulated and everything, so the bolt goes inside the tank. Doesn't touch the sides at all, but just sits in the middle. I've put the grips on it to make it nice and solid, so it doesn't spin around. The live wire from the anode goes. The wire goes here. I've just put a makeshift 5 amp fuse in it just in case anything goes bang. That wire goes to the positive of a car battery. Right. Then I've put a jump lead that's just clamped on there to what I can't remember the name of it, but basically my tap petcock valve. That's it, petcock. Nice word. Clamped a jump lead onto there, and that goes just a black wire, and that goes all the way to the earth on the battery. And then to keep the battery topped up, I've just connected a standard battery charger, 6 amp trickle charge. And the theory is all the rust doesn't like the negative of the battery, so it jumps off the tank and jumps to the anode that's sitting in the tank, which is positively charged. Now I've only just put this on. Let's see if you can see that. I've just done a little cut out, and already there's this crap coming out of the tank. In fact, I'm gonna take it out now. It's been on about 5 minutes. I'm just gonna have a quick look. So bear with me. I'll do another video and link it together. Right. Okay. Right. Here we go. So it's been on literally 5 minutes, and this is what's coming out. So that's just that's a bent exhaust clamp, is that? As an anode, and all this what can only be described as hell's porridge is coming out. Yeah. So I won't. There you can see exactly what I've done there. So it's just a ring terminal, and just insulated it on an aerosol cap. Right. Well, this has been 5 minutes as this. So I'm doing it outside because just in case it does explode. Please don't take my word for this. Health and safety, don't try this at home, but if you want to, it's at your own risk, yeah. But I'm doing it outside, so don't blow my garage up or anything. May damage some wildflowers, that I can live with that. I have put an ammeter on it, and it does draw about 3 amps. It's quite a lot. But I'm going to leave it going, and then I'm going to come back in a few hours, and we'll see what it does then, and see how clean it is inside as well. Alright, tap, see ya. Okay, right, we're still ongoing with this. Like I say, so I've only just started doing it about 15 minutes ago, something like that. What I've thought about saying about cleaning rust off using electrolysis is just go through a little bit of safety. Like I say, I don't want anybody to blow the faces off. Mainly because obviously when you're playing around with batteries, car batteries may sound as though it's like, oh, it's only 12 volts. Always remember, it's not the volts that kills you, it's the amps. You can happily take well, not happily, but you can take a charge of about 40,000 volt shock off of say like an ignition coil. It'll make you jump a mile high, but it's not going to kill you. It's the amps that kill you. And like I said, I have stuck an ammeter in series with the anode, and with this tank, which holds roughly about, I think it's about 7 litres or something. 7 litres altogether. It's pulling like 3 amps, which is quite a lot. Never done this before, so I am a little bit cautious as well. So the main things to remember is the gas that's given off on your anode is hydrogen, right? I'm sure you've heard of hydrogen bombs. It goes up well. It goes up very, very well. So, like I say, I'm doing this just out in my garden. So, bags of ventilation. Don't breathe any of it in, because I'm sure it's horrible and nasty. Right, other things to be careful of. Obviously, when you've got like what I'll describe as a hodgepodge of wires, battery and mains, there can be sparks. So whenever you're taking your anode out, make sure you've disconnected everything. You don't want the anode touching the tank itself, because that is earthed, like I say. That goes straight to the battery earth. So if your anode touches the shell of that tank, it's just going to short straight out. And that is why I've done like a makeshift fuse as a just in case. Although by the time that pops, it may go bang, and you might be pulling bits of petrol tank out of your eyes. So things to remember: ventilated place. You are dealing with hydrogen, very explosive. Do not short anything out. If you're going to be moving any wires around, turn everything off, and also have it in a place where it's not going to get kicked over or messed about with. Like I have done on some steps, on some garden steps, where it's not going to get kicked over on any steps, is it? I don't set a good example. But all I'm saying is, while it's doing this, I thought I'd just quickly do a little bit of health and safety. I don't want to be held responsible for anybody getting cooked. So there we go. Right, I'm going to come back in a few hours and see how it goes then. Bye bye. Right, we're still ongoing with it. So far we've been going about in total about 9 hours, I'd say. The anode, I've been taking it out every now and then and just giving it a wipe. Just disconnect it. So yeah, so I left it going overnight outside. So now this is what we're dealing with. I'm suspecting it's going to be manked up, but I have been cleaning it, well, like last night, but last time I cleaned it was probably about hold on a minute. Last time I cleaned it was probably about 8 hours ago, something like that. So that's what I'm getting in 8 hours. It's pretty grim. Yeah, I don't want to touch it. It's just that horrible gunky rust stuff. I don't know how much of that bolt's actually left underneath. But this is what we're dealing with. Let's see what we've got in here. No, it's looking quite clean, is it? Compared to yesterday. So, right, onwards and upwards. Keep going, give it a wipe, let it go a bit longer. Speak to you in a bit. Hello. Right, general conclusion, electrolysis works. So, I've emptied the tank of the soda crystals. I have been doing quite a lot of draining the tank into a bucket, filtering it through like a very, very makeshift sieve, just a funnel and a piece of rag, I've been filtering it, and like I say, I have been soaking it in vinegar as well, putting chains inside, nuts and bolts, and shaking the tank around, or my son has, should I say, just to knock all that sludge and rust off of inside the fuel tank. So I did that with vinegar for a few days. Again, kept draining it, sieving it through, putting it back into the tank. Did that a few times, and then I've gone down the route of electrolysis. It's brought it up fantastic. So if I flip it around, bear with it. Right, so I mean, this is what's come out of it. It's just like gravy, but like I say, that's been filtered a few times. You know, when I've drained the soda crystals out, drained all the rust and sludge, and then put it straight back into the tank, and then connected up the anode, which is also spelt with anode is spelt with one N, not two. So I apologise for my poor grammar on my subtitle things. Right, I'll try and see if I can get a picture of inside it. Bear in mind, this is like 70 years old, and it was absolute hanging inside. It's mint, absolute mint. I can't believe how well it's. I don't know how well you can actually see that. But it's shiny metal. So as far as electrolysis goes, it's a goer. But like I said, do follow health and safety on it, and you know, avoid any of those sparks. But that I've spent, it's been doing that for not quite 48 hours, so probably a day and a half electrolysis. And then after, when I've done it, I've disconnected all battery and everything, put a chain inside. My son's like been shaking up and down. I've got a pulley arm at the minute and I can't do it, so he's been shaking chain around to knock all rust off, and it's fantastic. So a total goer, and it's like a total budget price as well. Now all that I need to do is rinse all that sodium carbonate out, and then I'm gonna, well, either use WD-40 or some diesel. I'll probably get some diesel, slosh it around, because what's going to happen now is, because that's bare metal, it's going to get flash with rust on it. So I'm going to soak some oil into it, and hopefully that'll be good. So for cleaning any tanks out, you won't get a tank as bad as what this one was. 72 years old, this tank. So vinegar, chains inside, filter it a few times, and then electrolysis. It's the way forward. It's the future. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.